Hello. What's up, guys? I'm just doing a short stream of some SIRALIM tonight. Just wrapped up Moonring, and I was doing a bunch of work after that. And I just needed something to unwind from that. I have to be going to sleep in a few hours, but don't really have anything to do. So I figured I'd just jump in here and just play around a little bit. Catch anyone who's curious up to speed on what I did earlier today in this off stream. Not much, but there's a couple things. But one thing I just wanted to address here, I guess there's not really a better place, is I noticed that my VODs have been uploading in like 320p or something, and it must be affecting the stream as well. And I guess I just haven't noticed that. It must have been going on for a while, because I went back probably a week, maybe 2 weeks, and the quality is just terrible. So I went in OBS and or right after we wrapped up Moonring, and I was looking around in the settings, and I think I found what went wrong there. Actually, I think the first time I was setting up SIRALIM here, there's something funky about SIRALIM and my resolution. Like, it doesn't match my layout I have in OBS quite right, and I had to like stretch it around and stuff to get it the way I had it. But I think in doing that, I did something with the output resolution, which made it like 320p, because past streams were not that bad. So it should be at 720 right now. So I apologize for the horrible stream quality. The part of why I want to play this tonight is just to make sure that everything's working okay. I already did a few tests, and it looks like it's okay, but that was driving me crazy. I wouldn't be able to watch my own videos if it was 320p. So again, hopefully that is fixed now. And at the very least, I should know how to fix that in the future if it happens again. You'll probably see that there's margins on the top and bottom of the screen there. That's what I'm talking about. It doesn't quite fit into my layout like the rest of the games do for whatever reason. But that's fine. Just a little margin there. Anyways, there was that. What else was there? I unlisted the SIRALIM finale on Twitch because like quarter of the way through the stream, I got a phone call and I forgot to mute. I mean, I pressed the thing, but my mic's got like I don't know how to describe it. It's not like a button. You just like kind of rub your finger over the mute area to turn it off. And I thought I had rubbed it, but apparently not. Nothing like sensitive or anything on it. It's just, I was like, well, it was silly. So anyways, it's not on Twitch, but I just edited it in DaVinci, and I'm actively uploading it to YouTube. So if anybody wants to watch that, it'll be on YouTube in its glorious 320p. It's sad when a super pixelated game looks awful for resolution. But anyway, so there was all that on top of some frustration in the actual Moonring finale with the final dungeon. So all of that just sort of added up to me wanting to play some SIRALIM and unwind a little bit. Now, to get to the game here, earlier today, I did add a couple new monsters to our party. I had been talking about switching out a couple traits that I didn't think were working all that effectively for us. One of which was the Inquisitor Warden, who gives our party Writhelings as a minion. I thought it was a cool concept, but in practice, this is often how this ends up playing out. In practice, it didn't end up doing all that much for us. So, I had to look through our bestiary and saw what I had available here. And I really liked the slime, ectoplasmic slime, that is. So I fused him with an ancient spirit. So this guy is, after he gains a buff, your other creatures that don't have this trait copy that buff as well. That combined with the ancient spirit is when your creatures are healed, they gain a random buff. So this guy can spit out a bunch of buffs. Now, I chose that because, yes, the Essential Dignity here is cool for that. But anybody who's seen yesterday's stream knows that this Carnage here, the Carnage Vaccinator, is capable of generating so many buffs. Because his augmentation is when he kills a creature, your creatures gain a random buff for each buff, debuff, and minion the target had before it died. And as a party of huge debuffers, our enemies are riddled with debuffs. So when he kills something, and he's built for just killing, super high damage attacks, the whole party gets a whole bunch of buffs. So that, let's say, so I was thinking about this earlier. Our specialization has a perk that makes it so that our enemies get 3 random debuffs at the start of battle. And then we have a trait that I think is on, which one? This one? Stricken, on our Doombringer Leech. At the start of battle, this creature afflicts each enemy with 2 random debuffs. Okay, so that's 5 random debuffs right from the beginning. Before any actions have even occurred. So augmentation, like at minimum, is going to be granting 4 buffs to our entire party. And they are random, so that's going to trigger on everybody here. And when it does, the slime is going to give the rest of our party any buffs that they don't have that he does get. So I figured that's going to really help escalate how rapidly we get the party buffed up. I mean, even without that, this guy alone was doing perfectly fine in spreading buffs. But I think having him here will really capitalize on that and make sure we get as many as possible. There were a couple other creatures that I liked, but I thought this one was at least interesting to try. It might be overkill. It's very possible. But I haven't tested him yet. I just made him. The only actual gameplay I did in here is I ran through the Frost Caverns, or whatever it's called there, because I needed to get another Ancient Spirit. So I haven't actually used our new guys. So that's all that's different about him. He's a slime now. So about the same. And the other addition is now we have a third leech once again. Because I wanted to get rid of the Blightbringer leper, whose ability was afflicting our enemies with a debuff at the start of their turn. Now each enemy's turn, they would get a debuff. That didn't come into play so much. Usually by the time our enemies were getting turns, they would have like every debuff anyways. So it just didn't, like, it was fine, but I thought we could do better. So with this leech, our creatures with leeching, which is our entire party because of this guy here, Bloodlust, we always have leeching. When they take damage, they're healed for 40% of that damage taken, which I liked for durability. It helps us with Essential Dignity, because now basically when they're getting hit, they're going to heal and they're going to get a debuff, or not a debuff, a buff. And because of Rise Above on our Doombringer, after our creatures are healed, they gain 5% of that amount as max HP as well. So taking damage is going to increase our max HP, and it's going to give them a buff. And that was about it. I mean, that's really all I changed. I just wanted to swap out those two traits for something a little more interesting. Plus, we have a third leech again, and I'm happy to have more leeches on the team. I do like having them. The other thing that I suppose is worth noting here, I wrote down what I encountered today that was new, because like I said, I ran through the Frost Caverns just one time, but I did see a bunch of new monsters there, so I just wanted to show anybody that was curious. So I don't have these in order, but let's see. There was a new spirit that I saw trying to get a ancient one. This one here, Exalted Spirit. I haven't actually looked at any of their traits. I just wrote down their names. So after your creatures are healed, they gain a barrier that absorbs damage equal to 50% of the amount of health recovered. Okay. That would have excited me if we hadn't already tried something like this that didn't work out the way I'd hoped. But that's neat. And we have a new Coloss. Looking for the K's here. Yep, here we go. Coloss Champion? I think this one is... Yeah. Well, it's got the exclamation point. After your creature's barrier debuffs are damaged and destroyed, they gain 50% of the original strength of the barrier as max health. Interesting. It goes kind of well with that spirit. Then we got, this is in no particular order. Well, the order is the order in which I encountered them. There's also a Rime Fist Yeti, Frost Breath. After this creature dodges or deals critical damage, each enemy has a 50% chance to be afflicted with frozen. So just keeping in line with every single one of these afflicting frozen. Okay. We also got a new Crusader, which I continue to very much like the appearance of. There we go. Sun Crusader. Look at that guy. Faith and Light. After this creature attacks, it recovers 75% health. Okay. Yeah, these guys are sweet. This was the very first one we encountered, and I was already smitten. Unfortunately, none of their stuff has really appealed to me to use in our current team, so oh well. And then we got like 5 more here, but 3 of them are in a group. Saw another Gargantuan. This guy here. Forest Gargantuan. At the start of this creature's turn, it recovers health equal to 100% of the damage it took since its last turn. A lot of healing going on, huh? Almost every one of these has been about health and barriers. And I saw a new Mummy. Mummy Lord. After this creature attacks, the target is forced to attack this creature 3 times. These attacks deal 25% normal damage. So obviously the intent there is you have cursed on the target. And then when he attacks you, he's going to take a whole bunch of damage from doing so. Kind of cool. And the last 3 are all together. They're a new race that I encountered in one of those like micro dungeons that we occasionally come across. They have like those doors. Go into a room and it was filled with bones. And some of them, if I can ever find it, here we go, were skeletons. So got a skeleton cannoneer. After he attacks, it afflicts the target and 2 other enemies with vulnerable. I like that one. Skeleton gunslinger. After he attacks, it has a 50% chance to attack the same target again, and it can occur repeatedly. Nice. And a mortar man. When he attacks, it deals 30% of the damage dealt to all other enemies. Also pretty cool. I like all 3 of those. Yeah. Alright, so that was it. That's literally all I've done. Ran through there. Made 2 new fusions. That was it. So I figured we'd just keep running through some of this stuff. I also didn't do it at max depth. I did it at 76, just so I didn't encounter anything too new. Like I said, I prefer to keep that on stream. So even encountering those monsters, I was like, eh. But I really wanted to mess around in that. And I didn't plan on streaming this tonight. I wasn't planning on streaming this for a while, but it's fun. So I'll probably play till like 2 or so. I was thinking I'd stream for like an hour or 2, so. But I know with this game it's going to be longer than I planned, so more like 2. Anyways, let's go. You know, there was something. Let's go here. I was thinking we haven't seen more than like 3 imps, I think. We could go through this and just look at anything we have 3 or less, I guess, of. And check that out. Ants. Giants. There's probably a new giant out there. Hound. I think we're up to 5. Might even be 6. I don't know. Yeah, see the imps here. There's only 3. I don't know why, but for some reason earlier today I was thinking. Hadn't seen a new imp. Yeah, let's just go where the imps are. Jungle? I don't think we've seen a new salamander for a little bit either. Might have seen the 4th one, but definitely not the 5th. Oh, I almost donated to this jerk. Just a waste. I don't really have any goals in mind here. Just looking to... Well, I mean, I want to test the team and see if the new effects come into play at all. Oh, there's 2 new mutants here. Wow, actually every single one of these is new. Yeah, we must be at 6. Because we'd already seen a new mutant last time. Maniac, rather. I'll just let this play out slow. Oh. Never mind. That was it. Oh, I also reorganized the team. I was saying last night that because we have those auto-cast spells, there might actually be a benefit in having the creatures that I want to cast their spells first in the order, because it does seem to go down the order linearly when it does that. So I just organized them by how I thought I might want them to pop off, so that's all. Alright, let's see what we got here. Cloudskin Spellmain. Starts with Whirlwind. When it casts it, gains Invisible and Intelligence. Imp Inscriber. If this creature takes... Oh, this creature takes 10% less damage for each non-ethereal nature spell gem as equipped. So it's at up to 50%. Okay, so he's got a 50% damage reduction. Maniac Builder. While your creatures are below 35% health, they deal 100% more damage. Okay. Armored Maniac. After this creature provokes, it deals damage to all enemies equal to 50% of its missing health. Then it is killed. Alright. Whoops. You see that concoction going off? The augmentation, 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 and then concoction. That's because of the slime. It's given everybody whatever buff he just got each time. Look at all those buffs. Can't believe this guy's still alive. Well, he does have that armor, or damage reduction. But we have defense pen. Yep, that's working the way I was hoping. So I'm pretty excited about that. Trolls. Start of his turn, he deals damage to a random enemy equal to 75% of his attack. I am a sucker for trolls. but I don't think that's a priority get for us. Not for this team anyways. We do have the emblems to pick it up when we do want it. There's another salamander and another imp. The imp is dead. Earth salamander. After your creatures are resurrected, they cast one of their spells at random. Okay. Gonna watch this play out again in slow-mo. Yeah, that's pretty great. It seems like it leads to the slime being the least buffed because he's just sharing what he gets with everyone else while everybody else is still getting an additional random buff from our carnage. But I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And remember, the carnage is getting 5 additional random buffs from his trait on his artifact. So he's giving those buffs to the whole party based on how many things are on our enemy when they die. And then he's also getting 5 just for himself. Fragmenting arrow. Target takes a moderate amount of damage that ignores 30% of the target's defense. If the damage exceeds 100% of the max health, all other enemies take this damage as well. 100% of the damage is based on speed instead of intelligence. Ooh. I might replace poison arrow on our Leech Invader with that. Sounds pretty cool. What are you doing down here? Salamanders are going off. This is part of why we cast so many spells, though. Actually, this one, I'm curious what that frost one does, because most of the leeches I've seen don't have anything to do with the start of battle. They're other kinds of triggers. And even the leech blood we have in our Vulpus is just a chance to cast an additional time. Limitless. 50% chance to cast once more. We didn't get a chance to look at it, so let's see. I'm curious. Okay, so we saw the earth, ice. After your creatures take damage that exceeds 15% of their max health, they cast one of their spells at random. Okay. And cast a spell due to a salamander trait. They cast another one at random. I'm actually not sure why they were able to cast spells at the beginning of combat. Was it the imp? There were 3 of these guys. It just says they gain shell burst. I'm not really sure. Oh, this guy, when When your creatures cast a damaging nature spell, each of your creatures contribute 10% of their intelligence towards it. Okay. I just missed him earlier. I'm just going to keep summoning these leeches until we're S rank with those. Wow. God damn. I think that was the first time I'd seen him cast a damaging spell. That was good damage. $29K. Twice. 3,100, 3,400, 5,400. Completed a prophecy task. How do we... Oh. Missed this giant opening here. Our quest done. Witch Stake. After this creature attacks, it gains a random buff and afflicts its target with a random debuff. I like that. I like it a lot. Target is sent to the bottom of the timeline. Don't think we've seen a new harpy here yet. What class does the Diamond Imling belong to? I would say... I don't know. I don't know about the Imlings. Nature, probably? I really don't have a guess. I mean... We encountered them in a jungle. Though I think there were some life enemies there as well. Let's just say nature. Oh, sweet. Theropyle. That should be a prophecy too. No? Did we do one already? What? Oh, we have to do it 4 times. Okay, well. Quarter of the way there. We're getting real close on many of these. I guess that could be a goal. We could try to fill out that prophecy card. Well, we're not going to be able to fill it out because, like I was saying last night, this one here, we're just not going to... I'm not going to do any of the goblet stuff right now. We have to change classes. And if I were to change classes, I'd want to build a whole new team around the class and everything. So I just don't think we're gonna do that one. But we can probably do all the rest of this. I don't know where I got piety here. But okay. We do need to do more candles. 6 more. Everything else we should be able to get just by wandering around. The dumpling might take a little while. We've only encountered maybe 2 of those. Dr. Feelgood, Imp Master. Imps are all about casting spells that belong to the nature class. The more of these spells they cast, the stronger they become. Imps are especially fond of a spell called Shell Bust. The spell can tear through even the hardiest of foes. Let me show you the power of imps. Well, there's 2 new imps at the top, on top of the 2 new ones we've already seen here. And it looks like an apocalypse for some reason. Well, the apocalypse died, but got an imp necromancer. Creatures have 7% more speed for each non-ethereal nature spell gem. Each of your creatures have equipped up to 3 per creature. It's funny because they're all at the bottom of the initiative, so they must not be very fast. Well, we have reductions. Actually, they're all 3 of them are webbed. These 2 aren't. They're still at the bottom. Imp Incarnate. Your creature's spell gems have a 50% chance to cast an additional time. Is that different than spell gems? Is that different than the one we have here? Where is it? Limitless. When your creatures cast a spell, they have a 50% chance to cast an additional time. Isn't Limitless just better? This is whenever they cast a spell. This is your spell gems have a 50%. If you cast something that's not from a spell gem, like our Leech Invader can cast Affliction on attack, even though he doesn't have that spell gem. We can get the double triggers from that. But I mean, I suppose you could have both of these on a single creature and have a 250% chances. Anyways, let's kill these silly boys. Meow. Meow. Just made this sequence even longer. Look at all of those buffs. Sigil of the Imp. At the start of your battle, your imps gain Shell Bust. Your imp's Shell Bust now target all enemies. Fancy. That should be it here, I think. Oh, let's talk to this guy. That get us anything new here? Another troll. The end of this creature's turn has a 50% chance to send a random enemy to the bottom of the timeline. I wonder what their deal is as a race. Start of his turn, he deals damage to a random enemy. End of his turn, chance to send an enemy to the bottom of the timeline. Seems like they just have like random effects. Things that target random enemies. Oh, we unlocked a new realm. Yep. Well, let's start the next one then. And I'm not gonna go there yet. I think we'll save all the new realms for when we are properly picking up the game again. I'm gonna go here one more time. I feel like we have a 6th creature now, and I don't know that we've been here since that happened. I'm curious to see if we can find a new leech. You know, see, they're doing what I want to be doing. They have the toxic leech, which is what I took for this. They're healing when they take damage. So let's get rid of that guy. And the rest of them. Oh, don't dodge. I hate when they dodge our carnage. He's only got that one attack. Oh, there's some new dudes. The white and yellow one. Enemies with snared take 65% more damage from their poison. Since we have a more limited time tonight, I probably will be starting to skip through some of these battles a lot faster. If we see new stuff, I'll slow down and check them out if I can. If I'm able to. But it looks like our the buffing from the slime is working, so that was really the only thing I wanted to check on. I don't know when we're going to be taking damage, but whenever that happens, we'll be able to see how well our imbibing works to heal us. Probably only going to happen in boss battles, honestly. Gorgon Witch? I don't know if we saw this one. When it casts a single target spell, it deals 50% more and inflicts stone. Yeah, maybe I did. I always try to attack the middle enemies with the Leech Invader. Because if he doesn't have splashing when he goes to attack, he often gets it while he's attacking, so you get splash damage. Jimmius, Arachnolich Master. Arachnoliches prefer to ensnare their opponents before poisoning them, watching as their foes suffer long and painful deaths. But anyways, how are you doing today? Care for a duel? Absolutely. I do very much want to find the Leech Master, which is part of why I keep coming back here. I am curious what the sigil for the leeches does, and I want to see what other leeches there are. I don't know if we'll ever transition into a full leech party, but I definitely think they'll remain a key component of it. The sigil for the Arachnolisk. I said lich earlier, didn't I? Arachnolisk. Enemies take 20% more damage from poison for each Arachnolisk fighting on your side. Got a nemesis here. Haven't seen any new leeches yet. I have seen the Moon Leech. I don't know if we encountered that last night or when I saw that, but I looked at him when I was considering our options, but he didn't do anything that I cared for, unfortunately. Let's see. I think he was okay, but it just wasn't preferable over the other options. Creature's leeching buff is 100% more effective. I mean, that is cool, but the effectiveness of the leeching doesn't matter as much to me as merely having it. Currently, we're dealing 30% more damage. Take no damage from blighting. Receive 30% more healing. And when we take damage, we heal. I do like this one a lot. If we were to integrate another leech, I think it would be this guy. I would like to get some stat increasing going on. So if we ever do want to switch some stuff around, I would consider this guy for sure. I chose the toxic leech over him though. All the creatures on the battlefield lose their buffs and debuffs. Kind of rude. There's the candle. Get those leeches here. If we can get to A. Got B rank right now. Where are they? There we are. Bye. Keep open for one with a skin. I have no idea if leeches get any skins. Wouldn't be surprised because this game has so much content. Wouldn't be surprised if there's, you know, like 3+ skins for each race. We've already seen a couple golem skins. But never seen any leech ones, so. Any more leeches wandering around? Or is that out? All of them? Oh, here we go. One more. All right. Didn't find too much new stuff here. Check our bestiary. We just encountered bats. We have seen 6 different bats. How many leeches had we seen? 5 or 6? Oh, we've seen 6. Okay. I think I'd forgotten about this guy. Alright, well, let's go somewhere else then. Azure Dream. Probably some new ones of these. Oh yeah, there's a new cherub and a new demigod. Or priest. There's too many too many creatures with balls for heads. Those ones are priests. But the demigods are here too, I believe. They also have ball heads. Chandra cherub. When your creatures deal damage enemies... What? When your creatures damage enemies with shield, all subsequent effects such as on attack or on cast effects are no longer prevented. Oh, there's a demigod. Yeah, you see what I mean? This one here. This one here. They got ball heads. Immortal King. Your creatures cannot take damage that exceeds 20% of their max health. The amount of damage prevented cannot exceed 100% of their max health. Omnipotent Deity. Creatures have additional attack, intelligence, and defense equal to 10% of their current health. And a Nisha cherub. After this creature provokes, its barrier shatters, dealing damage to enemies equal to 50% of its potency, and healing your creatures the same amount. That guy can resurrect, so get rid of him first. Or banner. Couple new unicorns. Pegasus and a thunder something. Just in case we don't encounter any more of those little stars, which seem to be the only way to find unicorns. What am I doing? Go to the bestiary. I do want to see what those do. Thundercracker. After this creature attacks, it has a 50% chance to move a random ally to the top of the timeline. And the Pegasus. After this creature attacks, it gives a ally 2 random debuffs. Random ally, 2 random debuffs. Now, what is that one in the upper right? Is that one of the Sanctuses? Yeah, Magnificus. See? They all have ball heads. Well, except the cherubs, I guess. I don't know if the... Oh yeah, I guess it does look like that. Some of the Sanctuses, it looked like they have like a bird head with no neck. If you look at the blue one there, under his little sun, looks like a little bird head with closed eyes. But I'm pretty sure the orb is meant to be their heads. The other one didn't have that bird-looking feature there. Whoops. Oh, there's a shrine. 30 favor with every god. Now, do we need multiple of that one too? Must be. 3. Look at those guys. Alright, but you can't have imbibe. Oh, there they go. I don't know if the candle... It probably doesn't. Actually, let's see. I just want to make sure that the candle doesn't, like, replace any existing monsters. It doesn't seem to. These guys are still here. There's a new Valkyrie. Shield Maiden. After your creatures are attacked, they recover health equal to 25% of their max health. Power target gains savage. There's a prophecy. Which one was that? The candle? Yes. I don't know if I looked at that Desert Priest. Creatures gain savage and agile. Seeing a spell like the one of those last ones there that was just like you gain savagery is so quaint with how many buffs we're able to shoot out for free. Enemies take a small amount of damage or a massive amount of damage if the caster at least has at least one dead enemy. Then a random enemy is resurrected with 50% health. With large ornate chest. Decay, enemies are afflicted with disarmed. Even one like that, that's the whole enemy team. Like, it's not really big. I mean, that would be good if your team was built around like a specific debuff. Oh, they start at the top of the timeline. No damage. And it's our turn. Not a very productive turn, guys. Resplendence is doing some crazy damage. Raylan, Demigod Master. Demigods are manipulative creatures that mold their friends and foes to suit their needs. Why don't we have a quick duel so I can show you how they work? The thing I don't know what that is. Vicious Wolperding or something. And a fearsome Gargantuan. When do our... Oh, there's the Imbibe. Huh. I was expecting to see that Imbibe trigger more times. Vicious Wolpertinger. Nature... Oh, wait. It's a demigod? It must be changed. Was it altered to a demigod? Oh, no. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a Wolpertinger. Fearsome Gargantuan. At the start of each creature's turn, this creature has a 25% chance to attack a random enemy. Now? $82 damage. Oh yeah, he can't take more than 20%. Alright, let's get some more debuffs out there. That'll do it. Oops. It actually seems like... Maybe I gotta read that again. Seems like the... This is after your creatures take damage, they're healed. It's weird because it seems like they healed before they took damage. I have to keep an eye on that one. Oh, yeah, the, Sigil. Sigil of the Demigod. Start of the battle, stats are averaged, and then increased by 25%. Any stray leeches running around? No. Angels. Got another boss coming up here. go back to the Blood Grove. I think there might be some new stuff here. I think the hounds only had maybe 4 types. They're definitely lower than the others. Yep, the leeches are up to A. Just keep them coming. Nothing new there. But yeah, that was a new spell I put on the... yeah, there's the imbibe. I put on the plague spreader leech. I forget what it does. I think it's fear and it removes buffs. Maybe not. Check it out after this. Moderate amount of damage and is inflicted with weak and vulnerable. I was thinking of Death's Call here. It's afflicted with feared and its buffs are removed. There's a new hound. Horror hound. It's got a scorpion tail. Creatures dire wolves deal additional damage equal to 20% of their master's attack. That seems really good. Oops. I'm considering switching the imbibe out. This seems okay, but I'm sure we could get something better. Even if we got the 100% extra effectiveness from the moon leech for leeching. Might be even more effective. Or just as effective. But the nice thing is, like I've said before, it's not like the creatures that we switch out are going anywhere. They just go to our menagerie. So if we ever want to swap them back in, we always have that option. Enemies take a massive amount of damage. New Satyr. Satyr Guardian. Enemies can only resurrect once per battle. Prophecy task. Completed a prophecy line. Oh, what now? A hostile Pandora? Is that a mimic with a skin, or Pandora's Box? At the start of battle, this creature casts 5 random spells, 1 from each class. Yeah, that didn't happen though because he's silenced. So that is not a normal mimic though. That's a different creature. I mean, it's a mimic, but not like the mimics we've seen. It has its own ability. Summon ready Pandora. Oh. We can summon it too. It doesn't take forever to actually summon like the mimic. I wonder if there's a full... I mean, of course there is, right? There's got to be a full set of mimics as well. It's different types of them. Otherwise, they'd probably have it be a exotic rather than a race, I would imagine. Yeah, sometimes that Cyclone Strike does decent damage. Other times it does nothing. Love watching all those buffs go off, and then at the start of the Vulpus's turn, the enemy just dies from receiving a new buff. But the buffs are there for the enemies who do not die. It happens. Also why I'm interested in... Oh, maybe that's what I'll do then. Sorry. That's why I'm interested in the... Wow. Stat increases. For when we're in battles where the enemies don't just melt from our debuffs. If they don't, it's because they're actually pretty strong. And in a head-to-head fight, where they're not massively diminished by all of our start of the battle effects, we might struggle. So I like the idea of having some stuff in there that can increase our stats over time as well. But the there is that leech that can give us stat increases from dealing damage while while we have leeching. So let me read that one more time. Might even do that when we go back to town. after your it's only when they attack. I think that's why I avoided this before. We have 2 creatures on our team that are built for attack, and that's our Leech Invader and the Carnage Vaccinator. The Vulpes and the Slime do not like attacking because their attack is terrible. And the other 2 leeches can attack. They're just not very good at it. They can do some damage, but it's not impressive. Henrik Satyr Master. I hope you have a flexible battle strategy because my satyrs are going to foil any plans you've made ahead of time. Come, my little hooved children, let us ruin this defiler's day. Now, he is going to prevent us from attacking multiple times at once, so the invader will be sad. This guy's new. Squire. Enemies can only gain 1 buff per turn. Can only heal once per turn, resurrect once, attack once, cast spells once. I think we'll still be fine. And we could even just focus down the ones we don't like having out there. Yeah, now we can buff. Heal, resurrect, attack, cast. Probably get the cast one out of there. Ooh, just barely. He's gonna die now. They didn't have anything to prevent multiple debuffs per turn. If all creatures in your party are satyrs, enemies start the battle with 20% less stats. Did we run by a cave? Oh, we went in it. Okay. Remember seeing a cave that I wasn't sure if we went in or not. Is this an exotic? Orphaned Minion. Was a brave yet foolish decision to challenge me in my home. Yeah, it must be an exotic. Well, he died. Desperate Bid. Random ally and random enemy are resurrected with a random amount of health. Woman 23. At last. So, oh, it even does a line for us on it. That's funny. Getting close to that one. Haven't been finding many dwarves out there. Still need a couple of those. So what was that thing? Yeah, it was an exotic. Orphaned Minion. Here we go. Last Ward. Creature takes 20% less damage. After it is damaged by an enemy and survives, the enemy takes damage equal to 80% of the damage dealt. Okay. There's a dwarf. Tenebris rules over which realm? Not the Blood Grove. Not the Refuge of the Magi. Ooh. I don't know. Bastion of the Void. Forgotten Lab. Is this the god of evolution? Or extinction? Was it extinction? Bastion of the Void. I'm having trouble remembering what that one was. I don't think it was the lab. I do think it was the Void. Isn't that where we... maybe not. Yeah, wasn't it the Bastion of the Void before the torture chamber? And I think we teamed up. I'm gonna say this. Oh, okay. Ooh. Got it. I don't care so much about the ticket as much as I care about the completing the prophecy. Have to get those right for that. Okay, looks like we're set here. Oh, we can talk to these guys. Foxfire. Target is afflicted with burning and all other enemies are afflicted with either blind or blighted. Oh, and we gotta go here to fight a boss. Ceaseless Gladiator. Another easy meal has found its way into my abode. Worry not, I will make this quick. What is going on with your face? What is Undying? Keeps taking damage and gaining shelled. Undying, you say? I was waiting for him to resurrect. He did not. These guys are going to take a little bit to wear down. Gotta hit him with the penetrating attacks. Oops. Alright. Gate of the Golden Gods, key fragment. Mangle. Target takes a small amount of damage, plus damage equal to 3 turns of their bleeding debuff. Got a diamond. Always good. 200 favor. Piety. Major healing. Target recovers a large amount of health. Completed a prophecy. Completed a line. Yep, there's the piety one. So we're just looking for the dwarf riddles 2 more. We need 2 more shrines. If we don't get the dumpling by the time we get those 2 finished, I'll probably just turn in what we have. Can't get this bottom row anyways. And we won't be able to get this. Does it count diagonals, I wonder? In any case, we won't be able to find out because we're not getting the both of these. Well, this corner at the very least. If we could get a diagonal, it would be... No, we can't get a diagonal. There's only 2. Well, yeah, we could get a diagonal here if we got the dumpling, but I doubt we will. So, anywho, let's get out of here. Well, let's check with the shrine. I always like checking with the altar before we go, just to see what we may have unlocked since we entered. What do we have for emblems? 13. Where did that teleporter go? There it is. So, if and we were to switch this one, we would need another plague spreader. I don't know if we have... I doubt we have a plague spreader here, but we can check. Leper. Blood, Grazed, Blightbringer, Defiler. No. What does Corpse Explosion do? Or whatever it was called. No. What was it called? Are these only the spells we have? Maybe. Kind of seems like it. It's just that the leper there has when an enemy dies, he casts Corpse Explosion, but I don't know what that does, because I might want it, but I don't know. I don't know what it actually does. Well, let's go to any place that has lepers. The torture chamber does have them. Anywhere else? Probably not. Let's go there. At the very least, it'd be good to have one just ready to summon. Oh, there's a new Carnage. What is going on there? War. Oh. It's a minion. He took some damage there, but he didn't heal after. Wonder what that's about. Read it one more time. After creatures with leeching take damage, they are healed for an amount equal to 40% of the damage taken. It did seem to work a couple times, but I definitely saw him take some damage and not heal after. Erebus rules over which realm? Not the gamblers. I want to say the... Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. I kind of want to say the caustic reactor. That's what my gut says, but I couldn't, damn it. Path of the Damned. They all sounded like, well, 3 of them at least sounded like good options. Let's watch the health there. There's an Imbibe. There's a Leeching. Imbibe. Leeching, Leeching. 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 Yeah, I only saw one Imbibe. Doesn't seem like it's triggering off of war. Maybe. New Minotaur. Dead Minotaur. I think that Inquisitor was new too. It's too busy staring at the guy's life down there. Wow, there's another one? I don't think I've seen 2 in the same place. This is Friday. I know that one. Oh, that was a realm quest? What? Tome of Cleverness. Bring me the leeches. Oh, that's a new Carver, the black one down there. Haven't seen that one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Get out of here. What? Get. What are you doing? Get out of here. Won't be killed. Nope. Mimic. Biting himself. That guy just got hurt. And he didn't heal. I wonder if it's just the minions or what exactly that is. Verdul is a something. He's got a special name because he's a nemesis. After your creatures take damage from a spell, they deal damage to a random enemy equal to 25% of their intelligence. Whoa there. Apparently they had inner destruction. And it's our behemoth. While your creatures are below 75% health, they have berserk and take 25% less damage. Ooh. Tortured leper. I did want one of those. Maybe use one of those instead if we don't get the plague spreader. Well, no, I think we do want the plague spreader. We had seen one of those lepers when we fought the leper master, but that didn't give us any, whatever you call it, to summon them. Summoning juice. So it was in our bestiary, but couldn't actually get one. So now we can. But that was the one that I think if your creatures get a debuff, there's a 40% chance that they don't gain it and they give it to an enemy instead. Kind of like that. Dark Tranquility. If the target has less than 85% health, its health is inverted. See what this says here. Oh. It's the tavern again. And it just gives us notoriety. Still not sure where to spend that. Can't spend it here, apparently. What class does the Final Arbiter belong to? I couldn't tell you. I would guess life? Sounds like a demigod. No. Nature. Okay. I don't know if I've seen that thing. Addled Pimple? Lush Licks? What? After your creatures attack, they afflict the target with a copy of their debuffs. Oh. No plague spreaders in here. Mythicant Master. Never let anyone tell you... What? Never let anyone tell you Mythicant, because you Mythicant. I'm living proof that if you believe in yourself, you Mythican... Oh. Let me read that again, understanding what he's saying here. Never let anyone tell you Mythicant. You Mythicant. Because you Mythican. I'm living proof that if you believe in yourself, you Mythican do anything. Let me show you just how far I've come. I thought he was deranged for a moment. Not much happened there. Whose fault is that? Oh my god. Stop gaining buffs. There we go. I'll take those. Oh, he's just gonna gain them back. Oh, and they're gone again. And we're getting him back. Some weird stuff happening there. Oops. Doombringer Leech. Oh, he's invisible. Well, I can't target him, so... If all the creatures in your party are mythicants, they have a 75% chance to avoid damage from... Ah, that's what was going on there. Watching a lot of zeros popping up. Where I was expecting larger numbers. Alrighty. Oh, got a project to turn in. I think I missed that. Tribalist specialization. Fanatics devote their lives to serving the gods. From dusk till dawn, these magi toil away at a never-ending list of demands to better serve each of the 30 gods of Rhodia. Such devotion is not without purpose, however, for the fanatic is also able to call upon the god's power to serve him in his time of need. Not available yet. Perhaps you should acquire a creature from the Avatar race. Bring me such a creature and we will begin this project immediately. I did see something about being able to fight the different gods, so maybe we have to do that to get that one. Empower their creatures with various boons to give them an edge. That's very vague. Do the druid. Trying to do a mix of things that are nothing like what we've been doing and things that are kind of like what we've been doing. So if I want to try something completely different, I have those options, or if I want to maybe try a similar group, maybe even the same party with a different class or something, I also have that option. We did not get the leper we needed here. But I don't really want to go back. I could do that off stream. Where else might we go here? Let's go to the Path of the Damned. Could be some new things. Here's where we get the skeletons. This will probably be the last one of the night. If I go past 2, I'll be up till 5. Rather not. Here again. Thank you. Goodbye. Thunder oil. Oh, limitless. Cool. A shadow juggernaut. That one's new and he's dead. New abomination. Oh, somebody's coming back. Oh, there was a white. Lich King. It's new. At the start of battle, when this creature gains... Oh, at the start of battle, this creature gains Summon Conquest, Summon War, Summon Death, and Summon Famine. Didn't seem to help him. Whites. Transient, or Spectre, rather. Transient Spectre's new. Wow. Revived a volcano. Are you the Spectre guy? Yep. Ramane, Spectre Master. Spectres excel at crippling their opponents to make for an easy kill. Their kids are really great too. Well, I mean, those babies probably aren't really their own kids, but you know. Anyway, let's duel. Now, they're weak to that attack. That's probably going to wipe them out. Well, maybe not. Oh, when an enemy is healed, they lose attack and intelligence. After this creature casts a damaging spell, the target loses intelligence. And after this creature gains stats other than max health, enemies lose that much. Ooh. Our stats must be pretty bad right now. Whoops. Man, I misclick with the Vulpes more than anyone else. 0 damage. Well, I don't know what else I can do. Gonna have to wait for him to suffer from his debuffs. See if Rend does anything. Nope. Nope. Oh my god. There it goes. Spectres decrease enemy stats 50% more. Whoa there. What even just happened during that turn? Leech Invader didn't go first. Ancient Slime died immediately during his own attack. Strange things. That's a new ghoul. Creature deals additional damage with attacks and spells equal to 50% of its speed. Let's clean up all these leeches and then we'll head out. Okay. Go back to town. And do we want to do anything else? I don't think so. Kitty. No. I think that'll be it for the night. Check our prophecies again. Yeah, we never saw any more of these. We only need one more dwarf. These ones are uncommon. Probably see one of these every like 4 or 5 realms we go through. On average. I've only seen 2 of these spawn in the wild. Right now we're gonna get almost 9,000 piety and 20 treasure chests. But if we can get these 2, that'll be 2 more lines. So I'd like to do that. And if we find a dumpling along the way, even better. Still cannot believe we've only found 1 card. Just seems crazy to me. Still gods on here we don't even have favor with. But they must be for the realms that we are unlocking right now. Max project increase is getting close. We finally have all the blood, sweat, and tears here, so I just need the dust. Dust. And this needs everything, but we did just start that one. Yeah. I'll probably end up going back to the realm with the leeches and try to get the plague spreader back. Next time I'll probably have a new leech to replace this one. He's probably still going to be called Plague Spreader Leech, though. Maybe I'll have to put a little twist on it or something. The Leech variant will be different. Like I said, I think I want to do the stat increaser. This guy here. 10% attack, intelligence, defense, and speed. Maybe. Maybe not. The other option is the moon. Leeching buff is 100% more effective. Just means they heal more. I'd kind of rather have the stats. But again, this only triggers on attacks. Now this will be fantastic on the Invader Leech because he gets so many attacks when he attacks. The Carnage is only going to get a single trigger of this during his turn. But he will get it because he only ever uses his attack. So, I mean, it's fine. I don't know. Maybe we'll look for something else. Can we look at... I guess we can't really see, huh? I was curious if there's a way to see the progress on knowledge. So like our Oculum Leech is at A right now. Oh, here it is. Oh. 1, 2... Oh, okay, there's 3 menus here. I didn't know there was anything after lore. Knowledge progress. Oh, and it does, it even tells you what the different levels give you. Views lore is F, that's base level. View creature health bar in battle is E. Unlock creature's hunt mission is D. C is summon at the candle. We've been doing that. B is 30% more XP and resources from this creature. And A is an increased chance to find the card. That's probably why we haven't seen cards. It's probably meant to be more of a... It's probably very rare. Well, evidently it's very rare. But, yeah, it's probably meant to be extremely rare until you get your knowledge up on that creature, and then you have a much better chance of actually getting one. That makes sense. More incentive to try to fill out that knowledge. And they have the knowledge specific hunts as well. We don't have any projects we can take on right now, but we could do the you can only hunt creatures that yeah, so we could do a hunt for leeches as well to try to increase that. Interesting. Alright, well, let's save up and we'll call it here. This was only meant to be a short stream, and again, it's 2 a.m. where I'm at. So, but yeah, same stuff I talked about before still applies. We're probably not going to be streaming this too much. I might do some small streams like this outside of my normal hours. Because again, I just enjoy playing this. So if I'm ever looking to kill time, got a couple hours, I might throw it back on. But until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. And I'll see you next time. Bye.